The only time you have to read them their rights is before questioning them about the specific crime that they're being accused of committing, or like in general when you're questioning them. Now, a lot of people assume that that's for any questioning. So a lot of people assume that it's like, hey, what are you doing here? What's your name? And they're like, fuck you. You can't tell me what to do and all that stuff. And then, after you arrest them, they're like, well, you didn't read my rights and all that crap. But you don't need to. Like, for example, this. Exactly, Gat. You got it. You hit the nose in the head, or the nail on the head. I'm already getting my verbiage wrong. But yes, for a situation like this guy is saying, hey, this guy assaulted me, attempted to stab me. So at that point, as long as you have a victim saying, hey, he attempted this, I want him arrested, they're under arrest. It doesn't matter what questions you ask him at that point. So there's no need to. So for a lot of things that we encounter, especially in larger metropolitan areas and things like that, is like drugs. If you find drugs on them, you don't need to like Mirandize them and like, did you have drugs on you? They have it on them. It doesn't matter. Or if they had drugs in the car, and it's like, you don't have to Mirandize them and be like, oh, do you are you the owner of these drugs? It doesn't matter. That's what court is for. This is only for stuff that's pertinent to the investigations. So if, like, let's say that guy got stabbed, then you would like Mirandize him and like ask him questions about the stabbing, if he was ID'd by like a third party or ID'd by somebody. But you would do that like later in the station. You have time for all that. You don't need to Mirandize him soon. They're just doing this for show. Reading your rights is stupid. I agree, but it's all just legal technicalities. That's all it is. Because if you arrest somebody and they admit to something, if you arrest somebody, for example, like especially for like a serious crime, a violent crime, or something that they're going to do a lot of jail time for, and you're just talking to them like, hey, what happened? And they just tell you everything, and they're already under arrest for I don't know. Let's just say this guy. Let's say this guy is under arrest for this assault. And then you're like talking to him freely, like, oh, what happened? Oh, that's crazy. What did you do yesterday? And things like that. And then all of a sudden he's like, yeah, I killed my fucking wife. Then you're gonna go to court, and they're gonna be like, well, you didn't Mirandize him, and you're asking him all these questions, and you're interrogating him, stuff like that. And all that's gonna be non admissible in court, so it's gonna be like weird. Oh, thanks, Gat, for